All right, no table is safe outside of Highmark Stadium because this crowd is loud and this crowd is ready for a ball game. We're just outside of Buffalo in Orchard Park, New York. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. Ball teed up, Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And off we go from Highmark Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Round 80!
First tone of the game for James Cook. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Left side into the hands of Dobbs. Short gain in the end to about the 36-yard line. It's Kader Kohu up to make that play.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
319! Off 52.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. There's one that's about 4, but he's still well shy of that marker. It's 4th down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
The Bills with a punt team out there. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10.
Steal. Check. Here we go. Set.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. And they send him out of bounds right as he was coming up to that marker, Brock. It's going to be 2nd down.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure a nice little run to set the table.
32-yard line.
Ready.
Now, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down.
Ready.
2nd down carry for Achane. Continuing to move past the 45. Still going inside the 35. And they are all the way into that red zone.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone on 1st. He brings it in. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook is wide open.
Here's Achane up the middle. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
chances of stalling this drive defensively seem bleak, but how about now? Look at those odds changing, Kate. Still not great, but you could feel a little momentum on their side. Maybe they can muster it up and get back-to-back stops.
Ready, ready. Yellow, set.
Trying to get it with the option. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Aubrey puts it through. And that one's going to get them on the scoreboard.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, and a little early momentum with that field goal.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. He powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
And he will not get the first, but ooh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. 3rd down.
3rd and 1.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. And now they have a 1st and goal.
1st down and goal to go.
Cook trying this one up the gut. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. When it comes into play, 1st and goal situations too. Because a run like that now, well, it leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Play action now. Allen. Flushed out of the pocket. This is Cox. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills pull ahead 6-3 in the 1st. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly than to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green.
Here's Thompson. Got a lock behind this one. Downfield it goes. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send it back to the line for 2nd.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate. That was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Achane gets this on the draw. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold it right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on the right.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going. And that incompletion won't help.
see held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Hey, tight. What's that?
First down throw for Allen. Well, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. Trying to find his tight end. And that'll bring up second down. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it.
Allen fires out wide, complete. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Allen now on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Straight ahead, here's Cook. Rolling into enemy territory. Headed right through the middle of the field. Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills get 6 more on their early advantage. It's a James Cook touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Return coming from the 6. And he made a push for the 30-yard line before going out just a bit shy. Offense to the line. Again, trips right to start out. Back to throw. Here's Thompson. He does get to him. He's brought down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Rolling from the gun here. He's trying to push the field. That's complete inside the 35. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. They go play action on first down. Finds Monteverde, complete. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on the route in space where he could make that initial play, come off the blade, then go to work after that.
This play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
The positive of that effort, you didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on second down.
Ready?
Throwing now, Thompson. And this is a Miami touchdown. The Dolphins making a one-score game. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a dip.
Wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Handoff headed right. It's caught. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Another one for Cook. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. That one naps him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. First down, and they go right back to it. And he's going to get inside the defense's 30 here. Looks to be a gain of about 6 on the play. So we're through one quarter of this AFC East contest. It's an early lead for the Bills. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They have it second down, well inside of field goal range. Allen on the play action. He's got it near the 10. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Davis does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line. Moving quickly, trying to get set. There's another for it. And this time he licks it in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills hold an 11-point advantage. Pass on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bills push the lead up to 12.
Bills 21, Dolphins 9.
The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. Making some progress here. And they'll be looking at some decent field position. He's out of bounds up towards the 35.
On the set.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Let's go. 10 black. 22 needle.
Thompson back to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45.
It's a gain of 11.
They gain 11 on that play. And it's going to be first down Miami.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Let's go now. Hut.
Throwing off the play fake. He's going deep. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Ready.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Ready. Set.
They are throwing it again. To the left side, it's pulled in by Waddle. And it's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Ready.
Still sticking with the passing game. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Set, ready. 30.
Now the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Fabio Carrican making that stop. It goes to the hurry-up offense here. Third down from the gun. And the Bills get to him. Down he goes. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
You can put that sack right into the coverage sack category. You can see the quarterback, he's scanning, right? He's going through his progressions. 1, 2, 3, nobody's open. And then bam! Sack, lunch.
It's no good. It had the leg, but his aim wide right. But I do see a flag out there. Let's see what the call is. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead. And that's going to award their offense a 1st down.
Red, set.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Finds his back. Achane. Will muster a little down to the 30. Tackle made by Cole Bishop. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Thompson to throw. And Bills get to him. He's brought down. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money, a lot of glamour in this league, but today, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
3rd and long for him here. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
All right, up to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
It's no good. It had the leg, but his aim wide right. And they continue to trail by 12.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Let's start with a give to Davis. And all that for a single yard. And what an effort to get what he could there. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
2nd down run by Davis. He's going to bring this down to their 35. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Buffalo 1st.
That's good.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger as that back remains hungry.
This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
This offense will take that from their ground game every time. But I know, because I've been around this league a long time, runs like that, they're really hard to come by. It takes everybody, and maybe a little breakdown there on defense, too, to take advantage of.
Half 85. What's up?
Throwing now on 1st down, Allen. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Dorian Williams makes the play. Has room down the left sideline. And this is going to be a pick 6. He is in for the Miami touchdown. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
Like you say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
The Dolphins are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Drive starts with an option, right side. He's almost there, but no, they stop him at the last moment. It's going to be just inches shy of that 2-point conversion.
Dolphins 15.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. Blast through midfield. Reaches the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills go up by 12. Pass on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills bump the lead up to 13 points.
Dolphins 15.
The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. Has this at the 6. And not a bad place for them to start, up past the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 32.
Here we go.
They're going play action. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Big gain downfield. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive jump. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Ready.
Trying to run it in. H.A. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. More from Highmark Stadium in just a moment. Line of scrimmage once again, that 7-yard line as they get set, 2nd and goal.
Down. Hut.
To throw, Thompson. Makes the catch. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Come on, set. Red. Set.
He's keeping it, gonna get it forward. And he gets in, touchdown! The Dolphins making a 1-score game before halftime.
Oh, I love that QB draw down here. Risk, reward, and you know it as a quarterback. The minute you drop back and sell pass, whether you've got a lane to run, and he sure did.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. And this one thankfully not off the mark. He gets it to go.
Makes the score Bills 28, Dolphins 22.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10.
Alert!
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Go right side, and Dobbs has it. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
At the 50-yard
Hey, we
line.
know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Working quickly here.
On the stop. A gain of 4.
Allen on 3rd and short. Escapes the pocket. Stays upright. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And this is going to be a pick 6. He is in for the Miami touchdown. Second time he's had an errant throw taken back for 6 in this half, Brock. As a quarterback, how do you come back from this knowing there's so much game left?
How do you come back from it, or how do your family and friends come back from it? I know as I get older, I think about them more and more. As a competitor, you're just going to grit your teeth and do what you can. But for the loved ones following, that's a tough second pick 6 to watch.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. Back to the air. It's Allen after the pick. Finds a man right side. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Alert! 180! What's that?
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Leading to his running back. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. So Buffalo's going to call it second timeout. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
45-yard line.
What's that?
Allen setting up to throw. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. We get a timeout. 8 seconds remaining before halftime.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
Allen gonna throw again. And he's gonna let this fly towards the end zone. And this is gonna be a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills take the lead just before halftime. Pass on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills push their lead to 6.
Dolphins 29.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. Starting from the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready? Ready.
Thompson. Short pass brought in. And he's down to almost... No, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. First down.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end. and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger game.
Forced out to his right, and he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Playing with Achane here out of the gun. Now he's past the 25. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas, and you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
At the 7-yard line.
Ready, break.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Let's go.
Staying on the ground here with Achane. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins can retake the lead as they tie it up here. Devon Achane with the touchdown. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And they'll take the lead.
Dolphins 36. Bills 35.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up first and 10. Allen to throw. It is caught left side. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
He gets rocked and the ball is out. And it looks like the Dolphins have it.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on second down. You're trying to create a manageable third down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
They're going to throw now, following the turnover. He's got a man left. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll come up on first and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
He takes off with it. Offense wins zone read, but what a read by the defense. They blow it up for a loss of 4.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
Come on, set. Hut.
Throwing now, Thompson. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw, but it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Down. 10 black. Claws red.
Here he goes, third and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Aubrey puts it through, and that'll push their lead to 4.
I'm going to give a little credit to their defense right there, Kate. Sudden change situation, your offense fumbles, and you've got to find a way to hold them to a field goal, and they just did.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up first and 10.
We go.
Back play straight ahead. And Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. He stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Davis takes it straight ahead. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Going to the ground again on first. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. He gets a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
Hand off here to Davis. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Now Allen going to the air. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Allen on 3rd down. Got a man. That's Kincaid. And this is going to get them all the way to the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Regular.
From the red zone on 1st. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so.
And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Bills take a 3rd quarter lead. It's a James Cook touchdown. Pressure off left, and it's blocked. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. The 40. At the 20. And that return goes all the way back, so their lead only lasts a moment. Just like that, we're all tied up again.
It's far from this kicker's first NFL campaign, but I bet you it's one of the first kicks he's seen turn into points on the other side. Hey, listen, fault is shared by everybody, but I'm sure he'd prefer this to be the last time it happens in his lengthy career.
This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
We've got ourselves a heck of a tie ball game, but maybe not for long after that return. We got one side clearly responding well to this pressure. Question is, some of those kicking team guys now running to play defense, how do they respond after giving up that big return late?
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up 2nd down and 21. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Caught, nice gain left side. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Taking a deep shot here. We had it for a moment, but a quick defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
45, wide.
2nd and 10, and they'll stick to the air. Here's a screen for Achane. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Bills territory.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
About set. This is 3rd and 5.
Ready. 10, ready.
Thompson back to throw. Sends this to the end zone. And this finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take a 3rd quarter lead. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7.
Bills 41.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10.
Brown 80. What's that?
Now the shotgun give to Cook. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Bills have a 1st down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
10 at the 49-yard line.
What's that?
1st and 10. Here's Allen. Ooh, on him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
And that was an incredible effort just to make it back to the line. A run for no gain doesn't help matters. It's 3rd and long coming up.
No gain on the play.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and long for him here.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. The defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
32. Ready?
Here's Thompson. Buys time, rolling right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21.
Here we go. 52, boom.
Here's Achane up the middle. And all he can get is a yard here, bro. It's going to be 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Smash, red. Let's go now. 60 red. 6-10.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete. So they're going to be facing 4th down coming up. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. It'll be Daniel Whelan doing the honors. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Play action now. Allen. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target there. And it sets up second down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Enough from the pistol to Cook. Pop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
3rd and long. It's Allen. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. That's grabbed inside the 30. Into the end zone it goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills cut it to 1 late in the 3rd. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. Extra point up and good for Bass. And the Bills bring it back to even. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. He dodged the tackle, and he's out of bounds up beyond the 30.
We've got ourselves a heck of a tie ball game, but maybe not for long after that return. We got one side clearly responding well to this pressure. The question is, some of those kicking team guys now running to play defense, how do they respond after giving up that big return late?
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10.
33.
Thompson now. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. He's got it inside the 25. He will take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take the lead as time runs out here in the 3rd. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. And when we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10.
Look out!
The handoff for Davis, running right. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2.
Look out!
Counter give here to Davis. He's officially into enemy territory now, and they're going to give him the opposing 49. That one gains 7. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Allen on the play action. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Some yardage lost and first down lost too with that grounding flag. This is second and long. They'll run here following the penalty. Finds a little room there. Gets him about 3 yards. They're up to the 43.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Let's see what they went with. Third down.
319.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. On the move, headed right. He's going for it himself. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it and he watches the tape the next day. He's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the first down.
The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on down.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Ready. Set.
Now Thompson to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. Picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Set. Black, 95. Strike. Ready.
Second down carry for A-Chan. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
The offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, defense, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches.
Let's go now. Hut. Black 40. Ready.
Oh, and they're going to have the fullback try and power for it. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
Calm, cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused on executing the play in front of them.
Zone read, they hand it to A-Chan. They get to him behind the line block. Looks like they're going to lose a couple on that zone read.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
To throw, Thompson. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
6, 45, white. Needle blue.
To the air on 3rd and long. And we put everything he's got behind it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
And his kick is blocked. They've got the block near midfield.
This block right here, it's a product of preparation, effort, and determination. They attacked the soft spot in the line, and one of them was able to will his way through and get to the kick in time. Well done.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. side. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
27-yard line.
Now Allen off the play action. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it'll be second down. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Looking inside the red zone. There's a screen for Cook. And this one doesn't go far.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he's going to be stopped after a pickup of 9, and that's going to make it 1st and goal.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Quick throw outside, complete. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. On the sneak, it's Allen. And he's in for the touchdown. The Bills now trail by just a point in the 4th. Josh Allen, the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
On the ready.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Set. Black shot. 60 red. Set.
Thompson. Completed to his running back. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Some daylight through the 40. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that is the Dolphins' 1st down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for him. We've got 1st and 10.
Ready.
Throwing now. Thompson. Finds his back. The ball's out. He lost it. And this is scooped up by the Bills. And they'll take over a little further upfield thanks to that return.
And there is nothing like a defense taking the ball away for you. Right? That's all about the ball. It's all about, you hear me preach that all the time. Get the ball back. Well, they get the ball back with a little extra bonus on that return as well.
1st down throw for Allen. Chased out to his right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. He's down the sideline into the red zone. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a toss play, Davis. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
This is a design one for Allen. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Running out of the gun with Davis. A nice gain of 8 there, and it brings them to 1st and goal.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
1st and goal at the 6
They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this 1st and goal. They'll run. Davis. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final timeout here. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Setting up 2nd and goal.
Miami has a Dolphin, the greatest football team.
Known for some incredible wings and one of the league's most passionate fan bases. We're just outside of Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Today, a battle out of the AFC between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And we're off and running from Western New York. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. First out of the game for James Cook. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Another one for Cook. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line.
He was taken down.
A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
He's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Allen going to the air. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. On the ground, first run for Ray Davis. Looks like they get about 4 out of it, but not close to the first. That brings up 4th down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Oh, my, they're faking it on their opening drive. And he's hauled down before he can pay off that gamble as their creativity is rewarded with a turnover on downs.
You know, in these situations, Kate, you got to be a great actor. That time, the punt unit defensively was not buying anything they were selling. That's a big stop on the fake punt.
And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. That's going to be something to watch as this game goes on, Brock. We know they like to take their shots throughout.
Yeah, and we know this league today, Kate, loves to play that umbrella coverage, right? Try to keep everything in front of them.
Yeah.
The only way you're going to get behind them is to take shots like that one.
Back to throw. Here's Thompson. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
Pretty clear here by these 2 play calls. The offense, they wanted to attack this secondary in the passing game. But this defense, well, they more than respond. It's got them in great shape to make a stand right here on 3rd down and finish off a brisk 3 and out to begin the game.
That's it. Madden. Red 38. Red, yellow. Yellow, blue. Check, hot.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's set out. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
A gain of 22 yards.
Set, ready, set.
Achane to the right. Nothing doing here as he only manages the arm.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Thompson back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Opening script working gangbusters so far. 1st and 10 now at the 29. Running with Achane here out of the gun. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
He'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Here we go, here we go. Blue striker.
Here's Thompson. We'll drop this down to Achane. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Ready.
Trying to run it in, Achane. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. It's 2 yards on the gain, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Guessing everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
And the Bills get to him. Down he goes. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards, but Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Right, right. Ready.
3rd and long for him here. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Okay, already a big decision to make on your opening drive, Brock. Is this 4-down territory, or do you take the field goal and be happy to start off with some points?
Well, remember, Caden, I think we're going to see this all year long. This new kickoff rule is real. You know, that ball now coming out to the 35-yard line, it affects the data and the decision-making. You're going to see more and more teams be aggressive, and I would be.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Davis. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Bills have a 1st down.
And the Bills 1st down.
Play action now with Allen. Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. And a great play comes to an end. He's out of bounds just inside the red zone. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
Kate, that play's so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, well, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
Dumped off to his running back. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
13 more yards. That's another Bills. 1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Davis will not get past the line. He's held up at 4.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Only a yard that time. A defensive stand brewing here, and it brings up 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
What's that?
Cook trying his one up the gut. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down.
Like the final battle scene from a movie, Kate, 2 sides charging each other, and they meet right at that line. And they didn't have to drive him backward, All they had to do was hold the line to go win that battle.
Middle. Regular. Miami! Monday.
4th down. Here's Allen. Forced out to his right. This is Cox. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills pull ahead 6-3 in the 1st. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. Pass gets the extra point to go. And the Bills take a 4-point lead.
Bills 7, Dolphins 3.
The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. Returnable from the 2. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And in great shape after that return. He's across the 35 before going out.
On the set.
Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10.
Here we set.
Off the play fake. He'll throw. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Achane gets this on the draw. Rolling into enemy territory. This is going to be down to, it looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
A good draw play is like a great punt return. You just set the table and let your elite athlete do his job. Excellent job of selling the pass. The O-line got a body on a body, and these running backs at this level, they know how to make you pay defensively.
They've got 1st down here from the 36.
Let's go. Ready.
They're going play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36.
Ready?
Now Thompson to throw. Taking a chance to the end zone. And this finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins hold a slim 2-point lead early. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. Wow, just perfect execution there, Brock. Nailing the fade for 6.
Yeah, when it comes to the fade route, it really is all about timing. And as you said, the execution of it. You have to have the matchup first, but then you need to go connect. A great play.
The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Dolphins push their lead to 3. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. This is our last play of the quarter. This is Cook on the handoff. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. So we're through 1 quarter of this AFC East contest. Scoreboard shows 10-7. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They'll be set up 2nd and 7. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late. And this could have been much, much more exciting.
Has him on a quick hitter. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll start the drive with A-Chan. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Set, ready. 45, set.
Thompson now. Dumps it off to A-Chan. And this one does not go far.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
He throws a bullet deep to the right side. So the heave knocked away from the intended targets. That brings up 4th down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Davis takes it straight ahead. Keeps it moving. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills take a 4-point lead.
Dolphins 10.
The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. It's an option right that begins this drive. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Here's a chance on the pistol. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys. Not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
From the gun on 3rd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Throwing now on 1st down. Allen batted away at the line. Incomplete. He didn't put it high enough to get it over that line. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10.
We'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there.
That's good for a
They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
What's that?
Allen setting up play action. On the left side. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
He knew he was going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. But that's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you find your safety valve. And that got them some yards, so taking that shot, well, it was not for nothing.
And he'll get it up to the 44. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. He's going deep this time. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, as soon as this quarterback broke containment, I know your eyes and my eyes went the same place. Can you find a big play down the field? Unfortunately, there was not one to be had.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Alert!
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Oh, he got free. Escapes the pocket. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs. Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Allen fires out wide, complete. Strong running inside the 30. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
That throw doesn't lead to 6. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Boy, this is really great defense to deny a big play and make them work for the touchdown. If they want to reach the end zone, they have to scrap and fight through them.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21.
Alert! Alert!
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him. Fights off the tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And the Dolphins have it. And that right there is going to be spot. They take over as they pick up a couple extra yards on the fumble. While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways. But I promise you can go back to the 60s, the 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just like that. You break one tackle, you let up just a little bit, and that next guy comes home and delivers the devastating blow.
Allen on 3rd down. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that brings up 4th and long. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it. That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready? Break.
Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10.
Set, cut. Third smash. Red. Ready?
To throw, Thompson. Trying for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins earn the chance to tie before halftime. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. A 2nd touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Round 80!
On 1st down, Allen. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, are not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
They'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker, and that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. To the air on 3rd and long. Throwing the out route complete. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down. So a fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Middle.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
1st down throw for Allen. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. Give him 24 yards on that one. And the Bills have a 1st down. Looking inside the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills get some late points and the lead. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Bills break that tie and now lead by 7. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. This return starts at the 5. Making some progress here. And not a bad place for them to start, up past the 30-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
On the double.
1st and 10 from the 32.
Set, ready. Cut.
Throwing now, Thompson. On target to Waddle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
36-yard line.
Right, down. 60 red. Needle blue. Blue is striking. Black shot. Hut.
Here's Thompson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45.
Let's go now. Black 45. White. 6. Mega. 10.
Back to throw. Here's Thompson. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. 2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Here we go. Ready.
They are throwing it again. He put everything he had into this one. That one connects. And he's in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins earn the chance to tie it before halftime. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Dolphins tie this game up.
24-24.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
At their own 35-yard line.
First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Connecting on the slant. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
319, alert!
First and 10, here's Allen. Gets everything he has under this one. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face second down. Here's the final play of our first half. Throwing here just before halftime. Throwing this for the end zone. They will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. All right, so we'll get this up to about the 30 before he goes out of bounds.
Well, we got ourselves quite a game today, a tie game coming into this third quarter. And what you're looking for is a little instant jolt of momentum coming out of the locker room. And that return might just be the spark that leads to that momentous fire.
Thompson. Look at that touch laid on the platter for him. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And it's going to be first down Miami.
17. Here we go. Here we go. Yellow. Check.
Achane running right. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's second and 8. Thompson back to throw. That one's caught along the left sideline. He takes it down to the 33. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Now Thompson to throw. Hits him on the out route. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Got the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Offense in a hurry up here.
2 yards on the play.
Second down carry for Achane. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Down. Blue, 32. Yellow, go. Black ultra. Go red. 52 blaster. Blaster, 6. Ready.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Thinking touchdown, but they will not get it. That's incomplete. And maybe worse, Brock. It's going to bring up 4th down. A close game is going to stay close, Brock, so long as plays like that are being made in big situations.
Yeah, in these tight games, you got to have your defense making plays just like that in the red zone. Here we got a defender in particular coming through with a big hit to keep points off the board. In that close, those are supposed to be money in the bank, cha-ching. And it's always a little surprising and stunning to see one miss. And you can bet on the sideline they were counting on having those 3 points.
Looks like they're giving about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And 2 yards all he can get. It's 3rd down.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Another one for Cook. Fights his way through a tackle. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. That's that running back to come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down. And he made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly. He sure made that one look routine.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Allen looking to throw. Here's a screen for Cook. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open to short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
56.
Throwing now on 1st down, Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
There's no negatives ever on the grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Look out!
Go right side, and Dobbs has it. Oh, he's denied the 1st, but not by much. His play gets down to the 42-yard line.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
This is going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on 3rd down. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Throw right side, and Shakir has it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Allen now on 1st down. He's got a man left. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Davis off the pistol handoff. And he'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Second down run by Davis. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills grab the lead on their first series of the half. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. His third for the air this game. That one right down the middle. And the Bills break that tie and now lead by 7. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up first and 10.
Blue 32. Ready?
Thompson now. Short pass brought in. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that is the Dolphins' first down. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory.
10 black.
To throw, Thompson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to connect to Tyreek Hill there. And now it's second down.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10.
60 red. 60 red. Ready.
Keeps it on the option here. And they aren't going to like this. They went to the zone read and it winds up losing them 3 yards.
QB runs can be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses. Not for the defense right there. Did their homework. And they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
52 blue.
Here he goes, third and long. To the left side, it's pulled in by Waddle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Jalen Waddle. A gain of 7. It's fourth down.
So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's Dolphins ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode. They trail to start the fourth. So a big kick coming up for Brandon Aubrey. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first timeout. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. The former soccer star Brandon Aubrey on now to attempt the field goal. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. That kick is no good. Oh, he mishit it. And the deficit remains unchanged here in the fourth. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Set. 45. White. 52 Blaster. Check, huh?
Breaking now from the gun. That's to Waddle again. And he will take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins now trailed by just a point in the fourth. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10.
We go.
Blown back, it's the handoff. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. And it's not just in quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's good for a Buffalo first. Davis with it. He's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's 2nd down.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, got a nice little gain on the ground.
They'll go again with Davis. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills take a 4th quarter lead. Pass on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills break that tie and now lead by 7.
38. Dolphins 31.
The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Ready?
He's got it on the bootleg. Finds his back. Achane. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
It's sure nice to have that safety valve. Sure nice to have a running back that's not just able to tote it, Kate, but he's able to catch it. That's now multiple times they've looked his way, and multiple times he's delivered.
Here's Thompson. That's low and bounces short of his man.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
22 meter. Set. Ready. Yellow. 43.
Buffalo calls it 2nd timeout of the half. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Black, chip, 10, black. Blaster, stick.
3rd and long for him here. Throws a bullet down the left sideline. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Their punter making his way out now. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Oh, and they fake it. This is caught. And the fake works to perfection. He's got the 1st down.
You know what, Kate, this reminds me of? It reminds me of Hoosiers when the character says, I'll make it. When the coach makes that kind of call and puts the trust in the kicker, well, the kicker's got to make it, he's got to deliver, and he does just that with the great throws and a big-time play.
That one intended for Jalen Waddle. So that brings up second down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Throwing now, Thompson. Going deep here for the end zone. And this finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins now trail by just a... Those points safe on the scoreboard. The touchdown upheld upon review. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth.
38 all.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. Has a hole left, room to run. And he has the Buffalo touchdown. The Bills take a 4th quarter lead. It's a James Cook touchdown. Extra point up and good from Bass. And the Bills break that tie and now lead by 7.
Dolphins 38.
The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. And it didn't look like he was seriously considering a return there, did it? So that touchback going to come out to the 35. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Hits his running back. And he'll get it up to the 44.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's A-Chain up the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Pick up a 5 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down Miami.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Got it.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
Staying on the ground here with A-Chain. Into the secondary past the 40. And finally stopped at the 34. That play good for 17 on a 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
Down.
Back to throw. Here's Thompson. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Here we go. Ready?
A-Chan gets this on the draw. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Red, cycle. Red.
Looking to throw. Taken in by Hill, right side. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. That's 16 on the pickup. And that is a Dolphins first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Another catch for Waddle. And he's going to have him a first and goal from the 4 as he goes out.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Daryl Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play.
Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins now trail by just a point in the 4th. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. He got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Play action now with Allen. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
There's corners in this league that really love to cover. There's corners in this league that really love to hit. Corners that can do both. Those are the guys that make themselves some serious money.
Five wide. What's that?
He's back to throw. Brought in right side by Kincaid. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being 4th down.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a 1st down.
It's a designated keeper for Allen. That's a gain of 10, and staring at that turnover on downs. Instead, they pick up the 1st.
That's good.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Trying it left side with Cook. He is down to the 30-yard line. A pickup of 17. And the Bills have a 1st down.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
What's that?
1st down, and they go right back to it. And that one short, only getting to the 27. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Cook. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Cook trying this one up the gut. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now a give to Cook, running left. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
A gain of 12
They'll move the
yards.
chains after that pickup of 12.
First down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
So they're going to go ahead and call a timeout here. Only 3 seconds left in the game. So everything comes down to this from Tyler Bass. So they're going to go ahead and call a timeout here. Only 3 seconds left in the game. Now it all comes down to the veteran, confidently marching out for this moment. An easy kick here, Brock, just 22 yards.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
We'll begin his return from the 11. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. So it's the Bills who come away with the win.